Ouais, allô, ouais. Comment allez-vous depuis le temps? Je baisse un peu le son du jeu. Hop, enfin de Spotify. Hop. J'espère que vous allez bien. Voilà, ça fait un petit moment qu'on s'est pas vu. J'ai pas eu le temps de trop stream la semaine. Ça va faire une semaine déjà. Le temps passe vite, vous m'avez manqué. Et ben, comme dit le titre, le magnifique titre et magnifique catégorie de ce live, on se retrouve aujourd'hui sur Genshin. Encore une fois, je sais. On va continuer du coup l'acte 6. Là, on s'était arrêté. Hop, je vous enlève la musique. Hop, là. Hop, on va basculer sur le jeu. Voilà, normalement tout est bon. Ok. Donc je m'étais rendu compte aussi que dans la dernière VOD que j'avais laissée, il y avait malheureusement pas de... On n'entendait presque pas le son du jeu, malheureusement. Donc normalement j'ai réglé ça, j'espère qu'on entend un peu plus. J'espère, je vais peut-être monter un peu. Voilà, normalement, c'est censé être good. Donc écoutez, c'est parti. Hop. Go lancer le jeu du coup. Voilà. Donc la dernière fois, on s'était laissé sur... on s'était laissé sur en plein milieu de l'acte, je crois, j'avais pas fini, et on était tombé sur une fille, je sais déjà même plus comment elle s'appelait, qui cherchait le messie qui était potentiellement notre frère, et on arrivait à voir des monstres qu'elle elle ne voyait pas, et inversement. Donc voilà. Hop, les petits succès. Où ils sont? Ah, là. Ok. Voilà. Ah oui, ça c'est le truc. Hop. Communauté. Gna gna gna. Hop. Voilà. Alors. Ah mais ça c'est toujours les quêtes ça. Les nouveaux événements. Ça c'est bon. Et voilà. Alors voyons voir où on était dans les tirages. C'est vrai qu'il y avait du coup Varka et Flynn ce qu'on pouvait tirer et j'étais qu'à 16 tirages. On va entendre encore un peu. On a encore un peu de temps, un peu de jour. Donc du coup... Alors niveau quête... Oui on était encore non ouais. Plein milieu de l'acte 6. Donc c'est ça, la fille s'appelait Redif. Et il fallait qu'on rejoigne. Donc bah c'est parti. Où est-ce que c'est? Là, voilà. Le TP le plus... Ah j'avais pas le TP le plus proche. Tant pis. On va prendre celui-là. Hop, et c'était par là. Ici, c'est ça. Non, je vais arrêter de toucher, je vais encore déclencher une quête que je ne veux pas. Mais... En fait, je crois que je suis déjà passée par là, mais j'ai pas dû prendre le TP. C'est trop con. On va prendre d'abord le TP, ce sera plus simple.
Hey, Yansan! We're back! We ran into quite a big group report from the Abyss Order just now. Has something happened at the front?
The front line has collapsed.
Huh? But how?
Maybe.
No, relax. Their front line has collapsed, not ours.
Oh, feels like you could have phrased that more clearly at the start. But this is good news, right? Why'd you still look so serious?
No, we're still mustering troops. Nowhere near ready to go on the offensive. So at first, I was also confused about what exactly happened out there. But just now, I got the full story from a guard who was on the scene. He watched the enemy lines crumble in real time.
What did he see?
One person. Just a single individual. They stormed the enemy lines and attacked with a vengeance, cutting them down like paper dolls. They wielded an unknown power and fought with a sword style that no one recognized. The guard who relayed this to me said that before he even had time to react, the enemy was decimated. I'm only recounting what I heard, and I'm sure the guard in question must be exaggerating to some extent. But still, we have to identify this person. And assuming they're a neutral party, we'll need to figure out how to engage with them. Clearly they're a force to be reckoned with, so we don't want to come across as too weak or too hostile. It's quite a diplomatic conundrum.
You don't need to sweat it, Eon-san. From your description, we're already pretty confident that we know this person. Honestly, with the Abyss Order acting out so publicly, it's about time he showed up.
Dainsliff!
Oh purée, le retour, ça y est.
Wonder if we're allowed in here. Oh, the door opened all by itself. Taking that as a yes? The Tomisaur from earlier, it's really here!
Oh, bébou, il est trop chou.
Then, let's go introduce ourselves!
On peut pas aller lui parler, non? Ah, si.
Hello there, Okay. Probably doesn't understand what we're saying. Doesn't look like any cogs are turning in there. Whoops, sorry. No offense intended.
You there! You dare disrespect our elder? Oh, you mean... Oh, I see. Sorry, my mistake. Apparently you are here by invitation, in which case it's my job to make you feel welcome. Some introductions are in order. I am Kaholam, one of the priests of our tribe. And this is our Iktomisor elder, the great Tlapokpok Teets Tatel, a living totem among the masters of the Night Wind.
Whoa, that's quite a tongue twister.
In truth, we usually go with Elder Tlapo for short. You're welcome to do the same. Ah, I assume you're referring to our elder's special ability. Elder Tlapo has been alive for many centuries and harbors secrets that even we priests are at a loss to explain. So your reaction is entirely natural. But one thing I can say for sure is that Elder Tlapo has appointed the two of you to an extremely important task. For this reason, I would like to ask you to undergo a test.
What sort of task? And what kind of test?
Qu'est-ce que ça va être encore?
If it's all right with you, I'll take you to see our chief. He's in a much better position to answer your questions.
Il peut pas nous le dire, lui?
Okay, sure.
Very well. Then please follow me. You can use this scroll to go directly to the obsidian altar, where the chief is. Don't worry, it's just one of the many mystical abilities of our tribe.
Il y a un TP par là. Mais il doit être dehors à mon avis. Ah, je peux plus sortir. Ah si. Where is the TP? Je veux le TP. Le TP. Ah. Plus très loin. Oui, là voilà. Maintenant faut redescendre. Pour les prochaines quêtes, attendre Denzip. Ah mais en fait c'est lui le chef. Il fallait attendre là, il a dit. Ok, ça va être parti pour 30 minutes de l'or. Et encore, je suis généreuse. Bon, elle était où leur rentrée de leur machin là? Et merde. Elle est là, ça y est. Un labyrinthe, leur truc. Je peux toucher ça? Est-ce que c'est une bonne idée? Pas sûr. Est-ce que je vais le faire? Totalement. Oh. Qui est-ce que j'ai fait? Oh, c'est joli en tout cas.
Whoa, what was that just now?
One of the routine duties of a priest. We attempt to contact the spirits of our ancestors to seek epiphanies and revelations. The chief is just over there. Please wait here while I have a word with him. I'll just be a moment.
Well, the Masters of the Nightwind are definitely living up to their reputation as the mysterious ones.
Ah bah c'est sûr que pour être mystérieux, ils sont mystérieux, oui.
All right, I've told the chief why we're here, and now you may speak with him. Right this way.
So, you two are the appointed ones. I am Chief Biram. Welcome, and thank you for your patience.
So tall.
Unusually so. Yes, I am aware, but I assure you, it's no cause for alarm.
Oh, no, of course not. Sorry, Paimon just reacted without thinking.
Ah, yes. Kaholam told me about that. As outsiders to our tribe, this is probably the first you've heard of such appointments. I'm sure the whole thing seems very confusing. Throughout our history, only members of the Masters of the Nightwind have been appointed to undertake these tasks. This is the first time an outsider has ever been chosen.
Really?
Allow me to explain. Our tribe has an old tradition of recording history in the form of woven scrolls. And not just our own history. We record the legends and heroic feats of all other tribes as well. It is a tradition we have observed for many centuries. We treat it as a solemn duty. However, when a major event occurs that affects all of Natlan, we record it on a different kind of scroll, used for this exact purpose. And these scrolls can only be woven by someone of the Ictomisaur Elder's choosing. When the Ictomisaur Elder senses a major change in the ley lines, it will issue a formal declaration to appoint a creator for this scroll.
Whoa, so you mean...
Elder Talapo sensed a ley line change quite some time ago, but had not yet designated the scroll weavers until you arrived.
Okay, but just so you're aware, we don't know the first thing about weaving scrolls.
As a matter of fact, that does not surprise me at all.
How come?
In the 200 years that Elder Talapo has held this position, none of the appointed ones have ever been experienced scroll weavers.
Does that mean 200 years of major historical events have gone unrecorded?
No. They all submitted scrolls in time, yet each of them claimed it was not their own work, but a gift from the spirits.
Man, this tribe gets more mysterious by the second.
Yes, well, that is the part that troubles me. The notion that we have to rely on esoteric things like gifts from the spirits to record historical events of such great importance. It is unsettling.
Huh. That's pretty surprising to hear, coming from the chief of this tribe.
I can imagine. You probably see the Masters of the Night Wind as a people shrouded in mystery, who pride ourselves on our arcane practices. But I am something of an exception. I may be the chief, but when it comes to our traditions, I'm in fact a proponent of change and reform. I have dedicated my energies to deciphering the many mysteries of our tribe. In doing so, I hope to establish clearer rules that will help sustain our traditions in the future.
Wow, that sounds great! So have you figured out the mystery of the gift from the spirits?
Sadly not. It is something I've been investigating for a long time, but I have yet to uncover what this gift truly refers to. Only a small handful of events over the years have been recorded on these special scrolls, with decades between each one. And by the time the next scroll weaver is appointed, my time as chief will be long gone. I will not be in a position to investigate as thoroughly.
So...
While I haven't gotten to the bottom of the matter, I have made some progress. But the only way I can develop my theories further is with the cooperation of the appointed ones. Precisely. It's nothing to be worried about. Simply a means of validating my current hypothesis. It shouldn't take you long, nor will it put you in any danger.
Oui. On risque jamais rien dans le jeu. C'est fou ça.
I can explain everything in detail when we get to the site of the test. But first, please wait a moment while I change out of the soul-shielding cloak. This garb is one of our important cultural relics, handed down by generations of chiefs. It is only to be worn when conducting certain ceremonies.
Alors, elle est très jolie ta cape, hein, mais tu pourrais nous expliquer avant ce qu'on est censé faire à l'épreuve quand même. Ce serait sympa, monsieur. Enfin, écoutons l'histoire de sa cape, qui a l'air tout à fait passionnante. Ouh.
Oh!
Please, follow me.
Eh bien quand même.
Do you see this scroll? If you touch it, you will enter a hidden space. Today's test is, quite simply, to find a way to escape that space.
That's it?
Un escape
I
game,
assure you,
quoi.
it's not as easy as it sounds. If you cannot find your own way out, I will of course intervene to bring you back here. But then, we will be no closer to solving this mystery. Good. Simply touch the scroll to begin the test.
Allez, allons nous perdre dans cette épreuve. Oh, par contre, qu'est-ce que c'est joli.
Whoa, we really did get teleported. It seems like this place is completely sealed off. Doesn't look like there's an exit anywhere.
Il y en a
Let's take a
forcément
look around
une.
and see what we can find.
Ah, c'est un peu con qu'ils me donnent des indices pour examiner les différentes sorties. Genre, ça aurait été bien qu'on puisse chercher par nous-mêmes sans indices. Il est joli par contre ce rouleau. On dirait un peu genre Mavwika avec des Brutocoinus. Et elle absorberait leurs âmes, ou je sais pas. Ou récupérer leur flamme interne ou un délire dans le genre. Ouais, c'est une machine à tapisser quoi. Je sais même pas comment ça s'appelle une machine à tapisser, une tapisseuse. Aucune idée. Et quel est le rapport avec la sortie?
There are so many woven scrolls here. Paimon remembers seeing some of them before in other tribes. They seem to record historical events. This one really stands out from the rest. For starters, it's the biggest of them all. Wonder what story it tells. Yeah, you're right.
En même temps, c'est le seul à briller aussi.
Over there, something just flashed. Traveler, did you catch that? Oh, right. Paimon's with you.
Oh non, il va falloir recommencer avec le... Ichthyomosaure, je sais pas quoi. C'est chiant à dire leur nom. Il y avait une vue particulière. Non, mince.
Aha! There is something hiding here! Yep, this looks like our ticket out of this place.
Maintenant qu'on a compris comment ça marchait, qu'il faut utiliser la vue élémentaire, ça va plus vite. Oh, le coffre. Ça c'est cool. Et là, faut se mettre dans l'eau. Qu'est-ce qu'il faut faire là? Cibler le caillou. Peut-être que j'en récolte plusieurs. Ou que je ramène au centre, je sais pas du tout. Non. L'espèce d'orbe a disparu, est-ce qu'il faut pas que je fasse quelque chose ici? Non, y a rien. Ah, y a un truc là-haut. Non, non plus. Est-ce qu'il y a quelque chose à part là? Non plus, y a pas l'air d'avoir grand chose. Et là, de l'autre côté, mais je crois que c'est de là que je viens. Non. Y a rien non plus. Alors ça doit venir du caillou. Qu'est-ce que je suis censé en faire ce caillou? Il est où déjà? Là, voilà. J'ai vraiment aucun sens de l'orientation. Donc là, si je fais 2... Là, j'ai l'or. toujours la petite orbe, mais là il y a un truc avec l'eau là. Qu'est-ce que j'en sais faire? R2. Oh, c'était déposer le machin, d'accord. Ok, j'avais pas vu que la touche était en surbrillance.
Whew, we finally made it out.
It is just as I thought. You are indeed capable of undertaking this mission. Yes. You saw many distinctive-looking scrolls there, didn't you?
Sure did.
This specific kind of scroll was left to us by our ancestors. Upon investigation, I discovered what sets it apart is the use of a color not featured in ordinary scrolls. It is a most mysterious color that most people cannot even detect. I myself had to employ special techniques to confirm its existence. Yet there are those who are born with a natural ability to perceive it. And that is why I wanted to test you.
You mean...
That space you just entered was an exhibition room for storing this variety of woven scrolls. Centuries ago, a great shaman by the name of Huitzilin put in place a security measure so that anyone who entered the room without permission will become trapped inside. It exists to this day, and although I have not managed to decipher how it works, I have at least found out how to turn it on and off. Once someone is trapped inside, it is all but impossible for them to escape without outside help, unless they share the great shaman's ability to perceive that strange color. Clearly you must have this ability, which leads me to believe that our Ictomisaur Elder can sense this ability in people, and that it appoints a scroll weaver on this basis.
Another secret power? Traveler, you are full of mysteries. Still, having this ability doesn't change the fact that neither of us know where to start with weaving a scroll.
Don't worry about that. The method for weaving this kind of scroll appears to be largely the same as for an ordinary scroll. The main difference is in the dye that gives it its unique color. If my suspicions are correct, this dye is the key to weaving the scroll, and your special ability is the key to obtaining it. The dyeing process is also a little different from the norm, but I don't anticipate any major issues there. As long as you two can source the dye itself, I can assist with the application.
Cool! We'll follow your lead!
Great! Then please use your abilities to source the necessary ingredients. And in the meantime, I will have someone prepare some fabric for test dyeing. We'll make a few sample pieces to test out my hypothesis. And if that goes well, we can begin the scroll in earnest. If you agree to help, you can expect to be handsomely rewarded once this is all over. So, what are your thoughts?
Ah bah on veut bien s'il donne des sous.
Agreed! Especially if there's a reward in it. What is the reward, by the way? Is it food?
Paye-monnaie la nourriture.
Given the stakes involved for our tribe, I was thinking a substantial sum of mora would be appropriate.
Quelle bonne idée.
Surely that would be preferable to just a free meal.
More works too! Anyway, how do we go
Elle
about
est
finding
horrible.
these ingredients? Are we supposed to just keep walking around Natlan until we stumble across them?
Thankfully not. I've already identified a location where I suspect they may be found. And I've arranged for someone to guide you there. Your guide is waiting just outside. You can set off at your leisure.
Alors on a fini une quête, mais je vais vérifier quand même. Bon, ça j'ai fini un acte 1. Merde, mais je suis trompée de quête. Oupsie, on peut voir celle que j'ai fait. Quête du monde, mission quotidienne, quête d'histoire. Je crois que j'ai dû me tromper avec une quête d'histoire. Oupsie. À voir. Par contre, laisse-moi revenir normal, là où j'étais. Bah non, du coup, c'est l'inverse. Oh, purée. Bon, c'est pas grave. J'étais trop curieuse de toucher ce truc. Oh, le panorama. Oh. C'est presque symétrique. C'est beau. Ça, c'est vraiment le monde dans le monde qui est dans le monde, quoi. Alors, voyons voir. Super, on a une mission quotidienne. Hop, faudra qu'on aille trouver après une Catherine. Nickel. Ça c'est pour me dire qu'il faut que j'aille voir Catherine. Et j'avais ça. Oh, mais ça c'est le machin. Et du coup, faut que j'aille trouver Densleaf. Ok. On avait 9 villettes aussi, qui fait qu'on améliore. Est-ce que j'ai assez? Je pense pas. Hein. Ouais, non, il prend qu'un niveau, ce sera pas suffisant. On va attendre encore un peu. Ok. Ok. Alors, où est-ce qu'il faut l'attendre? Oui, bon, on peut y aller à pied, c'est pas trop loin, ça va. Je sais pas si c'est. Oh, il y a des concours de vol, d'accord. Bah pourquoi pas, hein, ça peut être intéressant. Ouais, je peux en dire en zigzag. Allez, c'est parti, le lore.
It's been a while, Dane. And,
Ah, il a pas été doublé?
after we heard what went down, we figured you'd shown up. You caused quite a stir, you know. Oh, this is a friend of ours from Natlan. Her name's Ian-san. She insisted on coming here to thank you in person.
It is my honor, Mr. Dainsleif. Thank you for breaking the stalemate in our war against the Abyss Order. Natlan is fortunate to share a common enemy with such a mighty warrior as yourself.
Ah merde, il a pas été doublé cette fois-ci.
Please don't mind him, Ian-san. He always talks like that, but he's a pretty nice guy deep down.
It's quite all right. Uezo Janssen respects those of great power. It's quite clear that he meant no offense, and I am still delighted to make his acquaintance. Anyway, since you're old friends, I'll leave you to catch up for now. Take your time.
Sure thing. You probably have plenty of other stuff to do anyway, right? Since this war isn't exactly over. See you later, Ian-san! Hey, Dane! Would it have killed you to be a little more polite? She's our friend!
Eh ben, pas très sympa quand même.
Ugh, so stubborn. But whatever. So anyway, Dane, do you have any new info about the Abyss Order for us? Any idea what they're trying to achieve with this war, for example? We thought so too. But it sounds like you're no closer to learning what that goal is than we are. What do you think we should do? Paimon gets it. Nothing in the world can satisfy you like making mincemeat out of the Abyss Order, right? Wow! Okay. A rare, candid response from Dane.
Et donc, du coup, on lui parle pas de la nana.
Well, actually, we found her brother's hibernation chamber key near the Collective of Plenty. He must have lost it. Oh, and there's more! After finding the key, we also ran into this weird girl. She kept seeing monsters that we couldn't see, and then, this other time, we saw a load of monsters, but she couldn't. She also said she was on a journey to find the Savior. Her description of this Savior matched the Traveler pretty closely, so we figured it's probably her brother. Yeah, that's right. Is something the matter, Dane?
Mais c'est sûr, elle vient du passé, la nana. Oui, il y a un truc dans le genre.
Wait, wasn't her brother called the Prince, though? Where did this Savior thing come from?
À la prince? Petite faute de frappe, là.
Sounds like the people of Khaenri'ah really believed in him.
Ah, donc en fait, ce serait pas une fille du passé, mais une descendante. Bon, immortelle, mais...
Ah, Paimon gets it now. So, a bit like Kaya, except she grew up somewhere more isolated? Still, that doesn't explain the invisible monster situation.
Ça veut dire que Keiya, il est super vieux, en fait, même s'il est un descendant. Mais si c'est forcément un descendant d'un autre Khaenri'ah impur, donc ça veut dire qu'il est quand même vieux. Parce qu'en 500 ans, ce serait plus très pur depuis, hein, si tout le monde est mort.
Sure. Also, why don't you stay with us at the Masters of the Night Wind for tonight? You must be tired after all that fighting today.
Ok, donc demain matin... Ah, on a un succès. Les primos... Alors... Demain entre 8h et 10h... 8h01, c'est très bien. Densleaf. Où est-ce qu'il est encore? Là.
Is that Dane and Neon-san discussing strategy together?
Ils ont fait la paix dans la nuit.
Looks like they're getting along just fine. Morning! What are you guys talking about?
Ah, you're here. I have some good news to share with you. We just got word from the Scions of the Canopy. Their intelligence has reported that they've discovered the Abyss Order's headquarters in Natlan. After their front lines dissolved, the bulk of their forces fell back to that area. It's also where their central command is located. The location? The Cinder City.
Cinder City, huh? That tracks. Seems like their kind of place. Hey, this is great! This could be our chance to crush the Abyss Order once and for all! And with any luck, maybe we'll find your brother there too!
Yep, our army is almost ready, and we've sent a message to Mawika to let her know the plan. We can't really launch an operation this big without the okay from the Archon. I've already explained my reasoning, Mr. Dainsleif. I understand your concern, but an immediate strike is not on the cards for us.
You're gonna go on your own? Come on, be sensible. Just wait a tiny bit longer and you'll have a whole army going with you.
It's all right. I support your decision, Mr. Dainsleif.
Huh? Shouldn't you be talking sense into him?
I admire his courage, and I believe he is strong enough to take on the Abyss Order on his own. And even if things don't go to plan, he just needs to bide his time until we arrive with reinforcements. Mr. Dainsleif, I wish you the very best of luck.
Looks like he's waiting for you to say something, Traveler. Oh, for a second there, Paimon actually thought he was gonna brave it alone. And then he called his own bluff.
Alors, je dois aller le rejoindre. Super, je n'ai pas le TP. Bon, bah on va devoir y aller à pied. Tant pis. Bon, par contre, la vue et tout. N'empêche, enfin, que la dernière fois, je crois qu'on est passé par là, je me demandais si, pardon, oiseau, si le trou là-bas ne serait pas dû au vaisseau, du coup. Genre quand les voyageurs, travelers là, s'ils sont arrivés sur la planète, c'était pas leur vaisseau qui avait tout pété tout ça. Ça pourrait expliquer. J'ai un TP en bas, c'est nickel. Est-ce que j'ai pris la porte? Oh shit. Qu'est-ce que c'est encore que ce bordel? Non? Oui. Ça a brûlé tous les brutaux qu'il y avait. Qu'est-ce que c'est que ce machin? Est-ce qu'il y en a du loot en plus? Ouh. Je peux pas accéder au TP, mince. Est-ce que je peux depuis en haut? Ah, j'ai plus de... Ah si, je vais là-bas. Hop, la petite fleur. Oh, visé. Ah super, je peux aller prendre le TP du coup. Qu'est-ce que c'est que ce truc? Pourquoi il y a des points d'interrogation qu'apparaissent? Je peux pas... Je peux pas descendre. Mince. Il y a un mur invisible qui m'empêche de descendre. Et je peux pas accéder au TP d'une autre manière. Trop bizarre. Peut-être que si j'y vais sans le piaf, mais je pense pas. Hein. Est-ce que je peux escalader? Oui. Je vais tester quand même si on peut descendre sans le piaf, mais à mon avis, je suis pas sûre. Ah, c'était sûr, on peut pas. En bas. Ou alors, faut que je monte tout en haut. Ah, c'est plus doublé non plus, zut. Qu'est-ce que c'est que ça? Mois inconnu, jour inconnu, météo brumeuse. Oshka Natlan, enfin. Cette cité ancienne occupée par un dragon maléfique est le lieu de repos de... on sait pas quoi. Tante Liriwu serait certainement furieuse si elle l'apprenait, mais il n'y a pas d'autre moyen. Même s'ils disent que je ne devrais pas porter les regrets des générations passées, je veux quand même en finir. Même si l'abîme n'est plus aussi terrifiant qu'à ma naissance, que ce soit pour retrouver le jade rétrograde que de nombreux aventuriers convoitent, ou pour résoudre l'ultime énigme de on sait pas quoi, je dois aller là-bas. Allez, garde ton calme, tu as déjà vécu beaucoup d'aventures, non? Tu as suffisamment d'expérience, donc tout va bien se passer. Sans oublier que ça fait tellement longtemps, ce dragon maléfique a peut-être déjà disparu. Quoi qu'il en soit, c'est ici que tout commence, mon aventure. Ok. C'est vrai que c'est une cité ancienne, mais du coup, ce serait pas... Ce serait Natlan? Oshka Natlan. Ou alors c'est une annexe de Natlan, je sais pas. Comment ça on en a entendu parler? Quand? La jade rétrograde. Oui, enfin si on peut éviter de fighter un dragon. Quoique après on l'a déjà fait, on a déjà gagné, mais bon. Ok. Et je me suis encore trompée de quête. Bon, je prends le TP, c'est pas grave. Bah c'est pour ça qu'il n'y avait pas de doublage, c'est pas la bonne quête, zut. Hop, on va aussi passage ordonné de la vie parce que j'ai plus grand chose. Voilà, nickel. Hop. Ah mais c'est toujours le même truc. Et du coup j'ai perdu la quête, mais c'était pas du tout la quête du monde que je voulais faire. Mince. Non, nous on veut, c'est le coffre, je les prendrai plus tard. Bon, je prendrai en même temps, je le ferai avec la carte... Ah, la carte interactive. Comme ça sera plus simple. Ok. Cette fois-ci, on suit bien la bonne quête, c'est bon.
Is this the place? The Abyss Order's hideout in Natlan? It's been so long since we fought with Dane side by side. Paimon's confident we can clear this place out long before Eon-san arrives. And if you get to meet your brother again, even better. Let's go!
Oh, on va pouvoir le jouer. Ah non. Peut-être. Ouh. Ah non, je l'appelle juste. Oh, c'est dommage, j'aurais été trop bien de pouvoir le jouer. Mais peut-être qu'un jour on pourra le jouer, ou alors il y a quelque chose dans la suite de l'histoire qui fait qu'on peut pas. Mais... Ok, donc il nous a juste de renfort.
Oh, so sorry. Dodge this.
Witness the power of Gugwa. Know my sword.
Avec la musique, on dirait que c'est le combat du siècle, parce que c'est juste des petits monstres comme ça.
Freeze.
Ça donne un petit côté épique au combat.
This moment will be frozen in time. Ah!
c'est que ça encore. On fait 0 dégâts.
What's the hurt?
Oh la vache, la puissance de Rediff.
Prepare to be blown away!
Je peux pas le garder tout le temps, non? Dommage. Je veux l'adopter. Viens dans mon équipe.
This is a very different battle from the one we fought with the Ansan. No one's backing down. They're fighting.
Oh, mais le petit soin.
The gifts of grace. Time for retribution. Hear the truth.
You're getting on my nerves. Dodge this. Don't wish you luck.
By holy proclamation. The
Rain outlines your fate. Rain cutter.
shall set you free. The truth shall endure.
No, my sword.
Et aussi, il faut aller là-haut. Heureusement qu'ils ont mis des soins quand même.
Body and mind. Time to act. Witness the power of Gugwa.
Verdict is...
Be gone!
Allez, c'est bye bye. Hop. Alors, du coup, au suivant. Encore un peu de soin, oui.
Prepare to be blown away!
Rain.
Et c'est ça. D'accord, il y a quand même plein de boss.
This is all present. To freeze through time. To resist it.
Ah, la vache, c'est mal.
This grants me new life. The end is nigh. The end will come.
Mais aïe!
Rain cutter.
Cool it.
Windblade!
Don't get frostbite. Freeze.
Allez, meurs! Alors ensuite... Encore un soin. Oh, il y a encore 2 soins. Super. Est-ce que ça va suffire? Je suis pas sûre, mais on est presque au max.
Twilight Sword Dainsleif. Is this really what you want?
So where's the Traveler's brother then? Or is this guy supposed to be in charge here?
So, this is a hunt to you. I must say I pity you, Dainsleif. The death you dole out so readily to others is a luxury you yourself cannot enjoy. But today, that is the least of your worries. Do you realize that all your years of pursuing us are being rendered utterly meaningless, even as we speak? Then allow me to be frank. As far as we are concerned, our prince has already won by other means. And I do not merely mean this battle. No. His Highness has achieved something far greater. For today, the Abyss Order's greatest wish has finally been fulfilled.
Alors le plus cher c'est... TSK?
Our Highness quietly infiltrated the Night Kingdom to exploit that realm's past experience with ley line reconstruction. And then used the loom of fate to reweave the ley lines of Khaenri'ah.
Ils veulent reconstruire Khaenri'ah?
He used the Loom of Fate? Wait, does this mean the attack on the Masters of the Night Wind was all a smokescreen to give him some cover? Oh no! This makes too much sense.
Correct. As of now, our homeland has been revived. And all of my comrades that you have slain, Dainsleif, they shall forget the struggles that have beset them these past 500 years, and begin their lives anew in a Khaenri'ah restored to life.
Donc ça veut dire qu'en gros, ils veulent ressusciter Khaenri'ah, mais même si c'était possible, en vrai, je sais même pas si ce serait une bonne idée. Est-ce que du coup, s'ils revivent, ils font peut-être plus la guerre? Mais d'un autre côté, la population n'existe plus, donc je sais pas. Ou alors ils arriveraient à réinverser la malédiction de la population? Wow, il y a tellement de questions.
Right! You still need a few steps after that, such as finding a place to host the ley lines
Oui,
you
faut
just
qu'il y ait un lieu, c'est vrai.
rewove. Plus, if it was really so easy, Malika and the captain would have had a way easier time during the war.
Oh, you poor fools. Clinging to delusions, even after the truth has been plainly revealed to you. Think back on the past few days. Have you truly not noticed anything amiss since the start of the war?
Qu'est-ce qu'on aurait raté?
I sensed something strange in my dream. It was vague, but it seemed as if some noise had found its way into Natlan's ley lines.
Il serait dans les rêves, du coup?
Oh, what does that mean?
Hard to say. I don't think it had any tangible effect on the Night Kingdom or on our ley lines, but still. It's like a signal that exists on a different dimension of reality. It might not interfere with ours or pose any detectable risk, but I just get the sense that something strange is going on.
Ou alors ils prennent possession du fief nocturne? Oh, oh, ça faisait longtemps qu'on n'avait pas fait de choix. Ça remonte à... Ça remonte à Sumeru. Ou plutôt Fumeru, tout comme ils avaient tous fumé là-dedans. Alors, quel élément prouve que Khaenri'ah a ressuscité? La décision de battre en retraite dans son repère par l'ordre de l'abîme. La méditation des membres de l'ordre de l'abîme. Les monstres impossibles à voir en même temps que Reddiff. En vrai, je pense pas que ce soit la décision de battre en retraite dans son repère. Parce que ça n'a pas vraiment de lien, genre... Même s'ils avaient pas ressuscité en soi... Ils auraient quand même pu battre en retraite, je sais pas. La méditation, ça pourrait, parce que du coup, ça voudrait dire qu'ils rentrent dans le fief nocturne, ou je sais pas, d'ailleurs dans le genre. Et donc du coup, ils seraient un peu plus liés à Khaenri'ah. Et les monstres impossibles à voir en même temps que Reddiff. Déjà Reddiff qui est lié à Khaenri'ah. En vrai, je sais pas trop, parce que ça pourrait aussi... Et en même temps, je vois pas trop le lien. Je vais tester celui-là, on va voir.
According to a guard stationed near the Masters of the Nightwind, many members of the Abyss Order were seen idling around during the lull in the conflict, even settling down to meditate.
Ok, c'était pas ça. Alors c'est celui-là, je pense.
I couldn't see the monsters that Deirdre could see, and she
Ah non, elle en est
couldn't see
juste.
the ones I could. We could only see the monsters in each other's sight after making physical contact.
Donc du coup, ouais, ça pourrait être possible que ce soit lié à Khaenri'ah, parce que si un contact physique est lié au fief nocturne, et du coup on aurait un aperçu de ce qui s'y passe, mais en même temps on serait dans notre monde. Enfin, je sais pas trop m'exprimer, mais peut-être. Et du coup là, qu'est-ce qu'elle veut dire
The
là-dessus?
Abyss Order retreated when we attacked their stronghold with Yansan and Sitlali.
Ah, ok.
Isn't their usual style.
Donc du coup, ouais, grâce avec ce qu'elle dit, je pense pas que ce soit la
According to a
méditation.
guard stationed near the Masters of the Nightwind, many members of the Abyss Order were seen idling around during the lull in the conflict,
Ok.
even settling down to meditate.
Oui, parce que même si elle est... Enfin, si la voyageuse elle en conclut ça, je pense pas que juste errer pendant un cessez-le-feu et méditer soit une preuve que Khaenri'ah soit ressuscité. Pour le coup, ça c'est juste... Ils sont... Enfin, c'est bizarre qu'ils ont battu en retraite. Et... Enfin, je sais pas. Je vais tester celui-là pour voir. Ok, je crois que j'ai juste. Putain, elle était compliquée cette question à interpréter. Pas trop la réponse plutôt. Donc on vivrait dans un autre espace-temps. Oh waouh, ça veut dire qu'en fait dans un autre espace et temps, Khaenri'ah serait ressuscité, mais pas dans notre espace-temps à nous. Ah, c'est chaud. Enfin, à comprendre, je veux dire, et à imaginer. Mais du coup, comment on aurait accès à cet espace? Enfin, comment on pourrait avoir accès à Reddiff? C'est trop bizarre. Ok. Ah oui, on est toujours Densif. Ok. C'est parti pour réapprendre des patterns.
Rain outlines your fate.
Still not understand. You battled in vain! The Abyss Order's mission has been fulfilled!
For retribution! This moment will be frozen in time. Cool it! Freeze!
Let me weave you a verse. Know my sword!
Ça va, il est pas trop dur à vaincre.
Body and mind.
Bon, après, on a des difficultés impossibles.
You battled in vain! The Abyss Order's mission has been fulfilled!
Oh, so sorry. Cool it! Freeze!
Hello.
Still not understand. You battled in vain! The Abyss Order's mission has been fulfilled!
Rain outlines your fate.
What's the hurry? Dodge this! Freeze! This moment will be frozen in time. Dodge this!
You battled in vain! The Abyss Order! My body is failing me! Will not bring shame to the name of the Abyss!
Cool it!
Ouh, des cailloux.
Know my sword! I can no longer hold back.
Still not understand. You battled in vain! The Abyss Order's mission has been fulfilled!
Prepare to be blown away!
Ouch.
Oh, so sorry. Dodge this! What's the hurry?
Still not understand. You battled in vain! The Abyss Order's mission has been fulfilled!
Cool it!
Still not understand. You battled in vain! The Abyss Order's mission has been fulfilled!
Wingblade! Yeah,
Let's go.
that should be all of them, right? So, we've destroyed the Abyss Order's headquarters in Natlan, but somehow, that didn't feel satisfying at all.
Comment ça, c'est pas très satisfaisant. On l'a vaincu, c'est déjà pas mal, non?
Are you still thinking about what that guy said? You look really worried.
Bah tu m'étonnes que dit Rediff, c'est notre piste. Et je suis sûre qu'on va aller la revoir, elle aura disparu la nana. Oh non. Shit. Ah. Putain, heureusement qu'il est immortel.
500 years on, and you still refuse to address me as master.
Oh.
Don't forget, Dainsleif. You may be the renowned Twilight Sword, while my arm has grown too feeble to swing a blade.
C'est
But
son
I
maître.
taught you everything you know about wielding a blade. Be that as it may, under the circumstances, I see no further reason for us to fight. The curse of immortality means neither of us has a way to completely destroy the other.
Voilà, le combat maître-élève.
Have you finally had enough? You were joking then, huh? Never, in all my worst nightmares, have I experienced anything close to the pain of 100 deaths. Surely, there's no point taking out all your hatred on me alone.
Heureusement qu'il est immortel, Dainsleif.
All right, I believe you. Still, aren't you at least a little tired now? Why don't we sit down, perhaps? Chat a little. Hmm? What? Not a fan of reminiscing about old times? Well, I suppose you don't have many fond memories to look back on. Indeed. When the cataclysm first struck, everyone prayed for the Savior to deliver them, but he was nowhere to be found. Yes, we knew that the great abyssal power within him had been divided up. Yet we still despaired at his choice to leave us. Still, I believe that everything he's doing now, including his regret over what happened, comes from a genuine place in his heart. And besides, who else can we place our faith in? We are proud Khaenri'ahs, are we not? I mean, we can hardly turn to the gods. Is that so? Oh, I'm sorry, Dainsleif. I would apologize to you for those actions, truly. But the fact is, I honestly can't remember them anymore. Look at me. Look at what has become of me. Only by the Abyss's grace have I managed to maintain this physical form. But as for the rest, memories, spirit, emotions, personality, they have long become eroded, fragmented beyond recognition.
Mais du coup, s'il a perdu ses souvenirs, son esprit, émotions et personnalité, techniquement, c'est plus vraiment lui, quoi. À part une enveloppe charnelle qui, je pense, n'est même pas la sienne, mais qu'on lui a donnée, ou je sais pas, où il a été maudit, ou je sais pas trop comment, mais... Bah, c'est plus vraiment lui, quoi. S'il y a plus ce qu'il fait... Enfin, s'il y a plus ce qu'il a été autrefois, bah, c'est plus vraiment ce qu'il est, du coup. Enfin, c'est plus la même personne, quoi. Enfin, c'est un peu... Enfin, c'est compliqué, quoi. Enfin, je sais pas. C'est à débattre, quoi. Enfin, est-ce que, du coup, il est toujours qui il est, même si il reste que son enveloppe charnelle? Il y a un peu de souvenirs.
Even if mine was a past steeped in sin, or in shame I once longed to hide, I would wish to remember it. Without my history, I fear I will become another person entirely. I would like to apologize for any misdeeds that are mine. So please, tell me everything. Tell me about the Khaenri'ah we once called a home. You seem to remember much. Could you tell me more about it? About our golden age? Is that so? What a pity. But this will be quite sufficient, as long as the loom of fate heard what I could not.
Il voulait juste des informations, quoi.
I'm afraid I owe you yet another apology, Dainsleif. You were right. I lied to you earlier. Your wits are too sharp to be fooled by me. The homeland hasn't yet been revived. In fact, even the ley line weaving is not yet complete. Think of ley lines as the collection of memories concerning a given place. To reweave Khaenri'ah's ley lines as they were 500 years ago, we would somehow need to retrieve almost all the memories of Khaenri'ah from that age.
Sauf que la moitié des personnes
The
sont
loom of
mortes.
fate cannot weave without an abundant supply of memories.
Ou alors, haute théorie, ils vont prendre ceux de Dainsleif. Parce que vu qu'il vient de dire qu'il avait une source de connaissance de Khaenri'ah aiguisée, ils vont le kidnapper ou je sais pas quoi, piquer ses souvenirs. Ou alors il lui a fait dire tout ça, exprès.
And so, we relied on everyone in the Abyss Order to provide what they could. Even though fragments are all that remain in most cases, the more we all share, the more that can be restored.
Puis en 500 ans, c'est difficile de se rappeler de tout ce qui s'est passé aussi. Quand bien même les membres de l'ordre ont survécu, ils ont minimum 500 ans quoi. Et en 500 ans, t'as de nouveaux souvenirs. Hein.
Indeed, we are people in exile, stranded 500 years in the future, will weave our homeland anew and bring the nation of our dreams back into the real world. Ah, what a glorious undertaking!
Que c'est un sacré projet, ressusciter une ancienne cité de 500 ans juste par des souvenirs. Ça va être compliqué, ouais. Mais après, s'ils prennent tous les souvenirs de chaque brutto, de chaque monstre qu'il y a, en sachant que c'était, si j'ai bien compris, c'était d'anciens habitants de Khaenri'ah, c'est faisable, mais ça va prendre du temps, quoi.
What a shame it had to take this long. After 500 years, most of our memories have faded, and a world woven from broken memories shall itself be broken. Precisely, for you possess a ring left to you by your elder brother, which continuously resets your body's condition. Of course, your memories are susceptible to erosion just like ours. But of all Khaenri'ahs who remain, you are sure to remember the most. We had to obtain the memories in your mind, whatever the price.
Even if
it meant sacrificing our entire army as bait. Perhaps, but that is the gamble our Highness has chosen to make. And thanks to you, the loom of fate has now finished weaving the ley lines. New Khaenri'ah is complete!
Ok, et on reprend comme ça. C'était ça. Et ça c'est les kits d'histoire là. C'est vrai qu'il faudrait que je la fasse, mais le problème c'est que j'ai pas envie de me spoil. Surtout si ça se passe à... Ah mince, à Khaenri'ah. Et ici aussi. Hop. Ok, c'est parce que j'ai fini un truc. Je l'ai pas fait exprès. Hop. Du coup, on va se TP là. Hey, salut Eloane, comment vas-tu?
It's Judith! Great! She's still here!
Ça va, merci. Écoute, nous on continue l'acte 6. une apocalypse.
We're not from the same world, are we?
No. I come from your future.
Wait, but that's great! That means the world isn't going to end. In that case, tell me, what happens to Khaenri'ah? What happens to my homeland? No, wait. Don't answer that. We can only fight for our future. If the future is unknown, I still believe the Savior can turn things around. I'll carry on looking for him, even if you're not there to protect me. Although, in a way, I've already found my Savior. It's you. You protected me, and I believe you can protect us all. You're the one who can change everything. It's just too bad that we're not from the same time or place. Oh, one last thing before I forget. I know how much you want to find your brother. Surely he must be desperate to find you too. So, is there anything you can give me as a memento? Proof that we met? That way, when I do find him, I can convince him that you're also searching for him. Huh? What is it?
Oh non. Oh mon dieu, c'est la première fois qu'on a un choix qui impacte le jeu. Non, ça veut dire qu'elle est devenue la brute connue, ça. Oh, mais c'est horrible. Mais d'un autre côté, est-ce qu'il faudrait garder la clé, lui donner? Parce que du coup, la clé qu'on a récupérée, ce serait celle qu'on a donnée. Donc en fait, cette clé, elle a fait qu'une boucle temporelle. Donc si on suit la logique, il faudrait donner la clé. Parce que si on garde la clé, on casse tout. Mais si on casse l'espace-temps, est-ce que ça casse pas Khaenri'ah ou je sais pas quoi? Oh, j'en ai aucune idée. Je sais pas. En vrai, je vais lui donner. Elle l'a vu, je sais pas. Oh non, bichette.
So that's what happened. Istaroth, the ruler of time, must have had a hand in this. There's no other way that this meeting could have taken place.
What?
I knew only the ending. I've always been curious about the events that led to it. When the cataclysm first began 500 years ago, I, as the Prince of Khaenri'ah, was preparing to do my part, to fight back with all my might. But then this girl, Rediff, she found me. The irony was that even as she desperately begged me to save the world, she brought me news of you. I was stunned, and I was suspicious of her claim that you were searching for me. But then, she showed me the key to your hibernation chamber. We'd been separated ever since I awakened in Teyvat. I searched the whole planet and found no trace of you anywhere. And then she brought me that news at the worst possible moment. I was faced with an extremely difficult decision. I desperately wanted to see you again. But Khaenri'ah was in equally desperate need of my help. I knew that no matter what I chose, I'd regret my decision for the rest of my days. So I steeled myself against the guilt and made my decision. I went to see you. But when I found you, you were still in hibernation. Even the key to the chamber was still secure on your person.
Il y avait 3 clés.
I couldn't make sense of what I was seeing. But there was no time to think. I just grabbed you and ran. That's where we are right now. An intersection in our memories. This question has haunted me for the past 500 years. I never imagined the answer would come to me like this. So, my actions 500 years in the future set everything in motion. Are you mocking me, Istaroth?
Ah mince. Donc si j'avais pas donné la clé... Bon, après, il y a quelque chose, ça serait passé, je pense. Hein. Parce que ce jeu n'a pas de fin possible, mais... Peut-être pas, je sais pas, mais... Zut.
Not yet. But I've taken a very important step. Now the ley lines of Khaenri'ah are complete. I'd always thought that Tevat's ley lines were locked by the heavenly principles. No more can be added, and existing ones cannot be replaced. But then, I learned that Natlan's Night Kingdom appeared to be an exception to the rule. It has intrigued me ever since. So, I directed the Abyss Order to feign an attack on Natlan, buying me some time to enter the Night Kingdom and negotiate with the Lord of the Night. Unfortunately, for other reasons, even the Night Kingdom cannot host any new ley lines. The most I could get was some room to carry out the weaving process. Still, I received the Lord of the Night's permission and activated the Loom of Fate. Using an Intivat as the base, I was able to grow a realm based on the Khaenri'ah of 500 years ago, superimposing it over present-day Natlan's space-time. That superimposition is what allowed you and Rediff to cross paths. After that, the new Khaenri'ah was enriched with memories of the old, drawn from the Abyss Order's members in their meditation sessions. With those memories as raw materials, and the superimposed realm as a template, the Loom of Fate finally finished its work. What I now hold in my hand is the Atlas of the New World. This is the product of the Loom of Fate, holding within it the entire network of new Khaenri'ah's ley lines. With this, the nation once known as Khaenri'ah can rise again. One day, I will find a suitable host location for it. When I first arrived in Khaenri'ah 500 years ago, my memory was completely blank. It was only after I had served as their prince for many years that I slowly began to remember everything, including you. But recovering old memories didn't simply erase the part of my life I spent in Khaenri'ah. I still see it as my second home. That is why my guilt weighs so heavily on me. But even so, that only constitutes part of my motive. More importantly, if I wish to speak with the heavenly principles as an equal, I will need the might of an entire world behind me. Huh?
Our hero is back! Everyone's been waiting for you! The Abyss Order made a full retreat before our forces even arrived on the scene. All thanks to your efforts, no doubt. Oh, and Mr. Dainsliff's, of course. What's wrong? You look upset.
Paimon doesn't know the details either. The Traveler just disappeared after taking Deirdre's hand. It was like they got sucked into another world. Paimon was looking all over for her, and then she suddenly reappeared, right back in the same spot, but looking a lot more glum.
Oh putain, elle a encore bu elle.
I think I got the gist of what happened. Something to do with your brother? I spoke with the Lord of the Night in a dream just now, and learned quite a lot.
Huh? You met your brother? And you didn't think to tell Paimon right away? Well, never mind. Paimon can see that you're pretty down right now. But let's go over everything later, alright?
What your brother accomplished? It all but defies comprehension. I was stunned when I heard about it too. But what surprised me the most was that the Lord of the Night actually chose to allow it. The Lord of the Night did try to explain it to me, but in a word, it's complicated. During the war with the Abyss, Mawika had an argument with the captain. Mawika believed that we should fight to protect our culture and memories, while the captain believed the preservation of the ley lines should come before all else. So, the Lord of the Night was very intrigued when presented with the Loom of Fate, and informed of its ability to weave ley lines. She saw your brother's actions as a potential third option, namely to preserve an entire nation in the form of an atlas.
Preserve a nation? You've definitely lost me now.
You're not the only one. Paimon's got no idea what's going on either.
With that in mind, the Lord of the Night gave the go-ahead once she was satisfied that the Loom of Fate wouldn't have any real effect on Natlan. However, I believe she imposed an additional condition of her own.
An additional condition? Did she ask for something in return?
No idea. She wouldn't tell me what it was.
Huh.
Alright, well, let's not overthink this for now. We just won a war! Time for a well-earned drink to celebrate. I trust the Lord of the Night unreservedly. I'm sure she only involved herself to take a problem off our hands, so it's one less thing for us to worry about. Don't you agree, Traveler? Come on, let's head back to the Collective of Plenty. Oh, Veressa should be there too. We'll treat you to a real feast. Huh?
Ian-san, leave her be. This might be hard to understand for an extrovert like you, but some people need alone time to recharge every once in a while.
Traveler?
Oh là, le bug. Ok, faut qu'on retourne à la grotte du coup. Enterré cette fois-ci, dit Rediff n'y est plus. Normalement. Là par contre je pensais tellement pas qu'on aurait un aperçu de la destruction littérale de Khaenri'ah. Du coup je dis Rediff. Oh waouh! La quête tellement chargée en lore. Enfin, on a eu des informations là. Franchement, j'en ai presque de la peine pour la voyageuse. Alors, est-ce qu'on peut améliorer une villette? 64, ok. Prochaine étape. Directement notre craie? Non, il y a une quête avant, non? J'ai directement terminé. Eh ben si. Prochaine étape, notre craie, du coup. La quête de Inefa. La quête de personnage ou une autre quête? Parce que si tu parles de la quête de personnage, j'en ai fait aucune pour l'instant. Je voulais d'abord faire l'histoire principale. Après je sais qu'il y avait une espèce de quête monde ou je sais plus quoi qui faisait entrer à... Oui c'est ça, ouais, une quête d'interlude, ben je l'avais activée sans faire exprès. Donc c'est pour ça du coup. Bon bah go suivre la quête, ouais c'est ça, c'est pour ça que j'ai le TP direct de notre craie. Parce que je sais plus, c'était dans l'acte de la guerre ou je sais plus quoi, il y avait 2 points jaunes qui étaient juste à côté Ils sont fait exprès, j'ai cliqué sur la mauvaise. Bon, on va faire comme si, du coup, on arrivait pour la première fois à notre craie, hein, bien sûr.
It just occurred to Paimon. If we were looking to put out a missing spaceship commission, or to learn more about Notcry, wouldn't it make sense to drop by the Adventurers Guild?
The guild is located in Nasha Town. Simply follow this road, and you'll reach it.
Huh? What in Teyvat is that? Looks kinda like a Sealy, floating around in the air like that.
That is a Kuhenki, a species unique to the land of Notcry.
A Kuhenki? Does she have something to do with the moon, too?
Indeed it does. According to the Frost Moon Scions, the indigenous inhabitants of this land, the Kuhenki, are said to be familiars of the moon goddess, leading those who walk in the moonlight's glow to things of great importance.
The moon goddess? Don't all people here worship the Tsaritsa?
Although Notcry lies on Snezhneya's border regions, the people here have held their own unique beliefs since time immemorial. As I mentioned, everything in this land shares a deep connection with the moon and the sky above. The beliefs of the Frostmoon Scions seem to date back to the civilization of the angels. According to the documents in my database, even the 7 Archons did not exist at that time.
Wow! So the origin of their beliefs goes back even further than the Archon War?
Correct. At some point, you may come across some statues of their goddess. The Frostmoon Scions carved these as well.
Hey! Looks like she's floating away!
I suggest you follow her. The probability of an ordinary person encountering a Kuhenki lies in the single digits. Many here consider them heralds of good fortune.
Oups, mince. Ok, ouais, c'est un peu comme Natlan quand on prend possession des animaux. C'est joli quand même. On dirait un peu quand même Honkai Star Rail dans la DA.
I'll keep this close.
Is this a travel guide? Huh. It actually led us to something useful.
Qu'est-ce que c'est que ça? Bienvenue au village de Nasha. Portefeuille d'investissement de bouquinerie de Mimirsbrunn. Une librairie ne se contente pas de transmettre des connaissances, elle véhicule aussi de l'espoir. Ça c'est vrai. Investir comporte certes des risques, mais on raconte qu'un précédent investisseur, devenu prospère grâce à ce portefeuille, a dit adieu à sa vie de dur labeur sur le port et a entamé un voyage autour du monde. Souhaitons bonne route à ce vénard. Donc si vous êtes également intéressé par ce portefeuille d'investissement, ne ratez surtout pas cette occasion. Gna gna gna. Ok. Chercheur enthousiaste, etc. Ok, oui.
Are there any particular points of interest?
Oh, it all looks pretty interesting to Paimon. If we have time, she'd love to see pretty much everything.
Recalibrating route. If we keep following the current path, we will arrive at an area of scenic beauty. From there,
we will be able to identify both the Adventurers Guild and several must-visit specialty stores.
Yikes! Why is Paimon suddenly getting the feeling that if she doesn't step it up soon, Ineva's gonna put her out of a job?
Inefa le GPS. Ok, donc du coup on a obtenu... On a obtenu du coup la carte, ça c'est cool, c'est quoi ça? Ah oui, les notes de l'aventurier, ok. Ok. Et encore un succès à récupérer. Est-ce qu'il n'y a pas quand même un gros TP dans le coin? Ah si, il est plus haut. Hop, et ça aussi. Ok. Oh, un TP. Oh wow. Ambiance steampunk, un peu. C'est sympa. Qu'est-ce que c'est que ça? Ok. Ah, c'est un ascenseur ça.
Town actually looks pretty big from here. Feels a bit different than Paimon imagined, though.
Which aspects in particular deviated from your expectations?
Well, Paimon keeps hearing people describe Nodcry as an adventurer's paradise. So she kind of thought it'd be a bit more picture perfect somehow.
According to legend, there was indeed an era of peace in Nodcry's past, the age of the Fae. Tales of those ancient heroes are still told today. One of the most well-known is that of the Lantern Fae. This individual performed many good deeds for Nodcry. The present-day Lightkeeper's nightly lantern patrols are, in part, a tribute to their memory. But then, one day...
What happened?
There came a devastating abyssal calamity that swept across Nodcry, and for a time it was left desolate. Heartbroken by what had become of the land they had so cherished, that Fae extinguished their light, just as the Abyss had extinguished all hope. Nowadays, the paradise people speak of is more of an aspiration, or an irony, perhaps.
An irony?
Today, no official authority governs Nodcry. In theory, at least, it is somewhere a person can do whatever they wish, and become whoever they want to be. The Adventurers Guild is just over there, in Nasha Town's Central Plaza, and the flagship tavern is over that way.
Hey, what's that building over there? You know, the biggest, tallest one.
That is Aino's Boom and Blast Kuvaki energy cannon. It gets activated when the wild hunt threat level outside Nasha Town reaches a certain threshold. But according to the scan I just ran, the energy cannon appears to be malfunctioning, likely due to a recent discharge.
The wild hunt? Isn't that the abyssal calamity you mentioned that's specific to Nodcry?
It is a phenomenon that has been occurring for several centuries now. Yet the time and location of wild hunt attacks are seemingly random. At first, it was more of an old wives' tale that adults used to scare children. If you don't start behaving, kid, some night, the wild hunt's gonna come for you. Listen, do you hear that? That weeping in the fog? Those are the cries of a young woman being dragged away.
You're saying people actually hear things like that?
I have not witnessed enough wild hunt attacks to give a statistically sound answer. But the oldest legends say that all people saw was the ghostly shadow of a woman in the mist. It wasn't until later that it became a full-blown calamity. Abyssal monsters and all.
Huh. When you put it like that, Paimon's really gotta hand it to Aino. Not only did she repair you, but she's even built a giant cannon to keep the wild hunt at bay.
Absolutely. Aino is very impressive indeed. Anyway, according to my schedule, it is time I took you over to the flagship.
Oh, sure. After all, we shouldn't keep Barca waiting. Though, Paimon's not sure if he'll actually show up at the bar this early. You're right about that.
This elevator was inspired by the one in the...
Alors, la petite photo panorama là. C'est encore plus joli de nuit, je trouve. Qu'est-ce que c'est que ça encore? D'accord, c'est des raccourcis en fait. Oh, sympa. Qu'est-ce que c'est que ça aussi? Ah mince, je vais pas prendre le... Zut. Lunaculus, d'accord. En vrai, j'aurais pensé que ça serait plutôt appelé Cryoculus, mais non. Après, c'est plus joli aussi, Lunaculus. Au moins, c'est en thème avec la déesse de la lune. Non, c'est par là. Où est-ce qu'il faut que j'aille? C'est un peu mieux avec des indications quand même. Qu'est-ce que c'est que ça? On dirait un bar.
Here we are, the flagship.
Mais c'est un bar.
Varka told us to meet him here in his letter, right? Let's see. Varka? Varka!
No matches, I identified.
Huh. So he isn't here after all. Oh, guess we never did actually say we'd be arriving today. Hey, why don't we go ask the If what they say is true, Varka's drinking prowess must have left quite the impression.
La taille des bouteilles. Tu bois une seule bouteille de cette taille, tu finis complètement ivre à la fin.
Huh? Well, well. If it isn't the ineffable Ineffa.
Hello there, Demyon.
You know each other?
Of course! Ineffa's a regular here at the flagship.
So, robots are into booze too?
Not at all. The energy conversion efficiency of alcoholic drinks is very low, and most of them are full of impurities. Still, I can affirm that your berries and fried meat deserve a solid 9.12 out of 10. It has Aino's approval too.
Funny that you should mention that. While you were away in Natlan, Varka would come in here every day to pick up a serving of berries and fried meat for Aino.
Aww. He must have been worried sick that she wasn't eating properly on account of being so hung up about Ineffa being gone.
Actually it's 'cause Varka found out that Aino went wild after Ineffa left, gorging herself on snacks she normally couldn't get her hands on. So it was more worry that she wasn't getting a balanced diet. I think I might have just put my foot in it. Anyway, since you're back from Natlan, these two must be the ones Varka mentioned. The Traveler and Paimon, yes?
Yep, that's us. So, from the sounds of it, you must be a close friend of Varka's too.
Varka? Goes without saying. After all, he's the only one around here who's ever managed to stay standing after 10 rounds of the roulette special.
Paimon can't believe he's made such a name for himself. Though, guess it's hardly surprising how.
Right now? Must be somewhere near Amsvartnir. That's quite far from here.
Huh? Where's that?
It's a lake in the northern part of Nodcry. Word reached him of trouble brewing around those parts, so he took his knights to check it out.
Oh. So, we missed him?
Varka knew you'd say that. So he specifically told me to make sure you stayed here and enjoyed yourselves. He sends his assurances that everything's under control.
Well, if he's that confident, guess our only option is to accept. Anyway, it's not like there's any special cause for concern. He is the Grand Master, after all.
Exactly. Plus, not only has he booked you into our finest room, he's paid for it in advance, too.
Whoa! That's so generous of him! We might not have met yet, but Paimon's got a feeling that we'll get along with Varka like a house on fire.
Oh, and by the way, he also asked me to serve up a portion of berries and fried meat for Ineffa. That was prepaid as well.
Thank you.
No, thank you. I'm the one who should be grateful for your business.
Traveler, Paimon, why don't you go ahead and drop off your luggage? I can use this time to go pick up some components that Aino asked me to bring back.
Sure thing. Besides, now that we've got ourselves a map, once we're done unpacking, we might as well go for a stroll ourselves. Why don't we meet up again later?
Oh. So you no longer require navigational assistance?
No worries, we should be fine. We've got a rough idea of our way around town, so Paimon's reasonably confident we shouldn't get too lost.
Thank you. This translates into an approximate time saving of 30%, meaning I will be able to see Aino about 45 minutes earlier than previously projected.
Oh, right. You must miss her a lot, too. In that case, we better get a move on.
Faudrait que j'aille prendre le TP aussi au passage. Comme ça, j'aurai la map d'afficher. Alors, le TP, il était par là. Il doit être peut-être là-haut dans les montagnes. What the fuck, mais qu'est-ce que c'est que ce truc? Est-ce que c'est le vaisseau dans lequel on vient? Les petites baies et le TP, le TP. TP il est censé être par là. Ah, il est là, je suis juste aveugle. Oh, il est beau. Et il change des autres aussi. Ok. Il y a encore tout. Des parties partout. Il y a encore tout ça. Et ben. Ok. Hop, on va en profiter pour retourner voir Catherine. Ah, comment ça, téléportation interdite? Ah oui, c'est parce que j'ai pas fini. Le TP. Ok, je peux pas non plus m'y connecter, d'accord. C'est pas grave, hop. Voilà. Hop, petit tour à Mondstadt pour Catherine. On va cuisiner un peu aussi. Alors, voyons voir, qu'est-ce que je peux cuisiner après en vrai. En vrai, je suis pas trop mal niveau nourriture. Hein. Faudrait que je pense à prendre des ingrédients pour cuisiner des nourritures 2 étoiles, ça pourrait être pas mal aussi. Voyons voir ce que tu vends. Ouais, c'est vrai qu'on peut acheter directement des repas. Ah mais ça coûte cher. Oh, une nouvelle recette. On prend. Hop. En vrai, je pourrais acheter... Ah maintenant, je peux faire le sucre. Farine, je peux en prendre un peu. Hop, on va prendre un peu de tout. Hein. Oh, ça coûte cher. Hop. Voilà, on va prendre du fromage. Le bacon. Oh là là, ceci on reste détendre, ça coûte une blinde. Hop, voyons voir. Et la nouvelle recette. Ouh. Empile tout. Ok. Oh, ça donne faim. Ok, je peux faire des nouveaux plats du coup qui redonnent un peu plus de vie. Ok. Moi je fais ça plus la prochaine fois parce que j'ai bien assez à manger pour l'instant.
Ad Astra Abyssos. Thank you for completing today's.
Ok, Catherine, c'est bon. Les expéditions. Ah oui, bah du coup j'ai débloqué notre craille. Oh. Ok. Hop. Ok, super, ça c'est fait. Ah, trop bien. Ok, alors... Est-ce que je peux encore améliorer d'un niveau? Oui. Super, 65, plus que 5 niveaux. Voyons voir combien on en est. Ah super, je peux en convertir quelques-uns. J'ai pas encore assez. Et un de plus. Du coup, on est à 18 tirages. C'est vraiment pas énorme. Il reste encore 8 jours, ça va. Et dans les quêtes, du coup... Ah, c'est ça, j'avais sauté un truc. Oupsie. « Ah, c'est ça, j'avais... J'ai sauté le prélude, bon, c'est pas très grave. Tant pis. On va pas en mourir, hein, c'est pas grave. Je suppose c'est ce qui permet de présenter qui est Inefa, qui sont les différents personnages, etc. Juste avant de partir en voyage à Natlan. Tant pis. Je vais faire un dernier truc, mais je m'en rappelle plus. C'est super. Qu'est-ce que je vais faire? Je ne sais plus. Hop. Attends qu'on a le TP. Ah, succès. Cool. On va juste retourner à l'endroit. Hop. Ah, est-ce que je peux débloquer la Catherine d'ici? Non. Dommage. Ce sera pour plus tard, c'est pas grave. On va retourner dans le petit bar. C'est un joli coin quand même. Qu'est-ce qu'il y a là? Ah, c'est un ascenseur. Oh, quel dommage, c'est tous des faux coffres.
Feels pretty nice having someone sort out our food and lodging for us, huh? But is this really the flagship's best room? It's pretty big, make no mistake, but it looks a little worn out, right? Though, to be perfectly honest, that feels right at home with everything else we've seen of Nasha Town. You mean it's got something to do with Nodcry's history? Oh, that makes sense. But what exactly was this calamity? Oh, should we try the berries and fried meat too? Paimon's getting hungrier and hungrier every time someone mentions it. Oh, sorry about that. Paimon wasn't watching where she was going.
Please, there's no need to apologize.
Oh.
If anything, I'm the one who should be sorry. Clearly, I shouldn't have gotten lost in my thoughts in the middle of a hallway.
Bonjour,
Wait
monsieur.
a sec. Are you staying in the room next to ours?
Ah, quite the perceptive one, I see. First things first.
C'est quoi ce
Allow
nom?
me to introduce myself. My name is Kirill Chudamirovich Flintz, but please, just call me Flintz.
Whoa, that's an impressively long name for sure.
Ah, is that so? Names like mine ought to have been fairly common in Snezhnaya, at least in the past. Would I be correct then to assume that the two of you are travelers in this land?
Yep, you sure would be. Paimon is Paimon, and this is the Traveler. We've been to a bunch of nations already, but we only just arrived in Nodcry today.
What a rare honor it is to meet such worldly travelers.
Are you here for travel too?
If only I had the time to spare. No, I'm just staying the night.
Oh, so you're here for business?
That's certainly one way to put it. I'm a Ratnik of Nodcry, normally stationed near the burial grounds to the north. My sole cause for being here today was to repair this lantern of mine.
Burial grounds?
Your surprise is entirely understandable. Most people cannot even begin to fathom the idea of a life surrounded by tombstones and decay. But if you've heard of the calamitous abomination that is the Wild Hunt, you'll know that in their wake they bring a host of souls tainted by abyssal filth. That then is why we are stationed by the burial grounds, to hold the line where it is most vulnerable.
Oh, so it's all about fighting against the abyss. Oh, sounds like a tough job.
I thank you for your concern. But in truth, I've long since grown used to it. In fact, I like to think it rather suits me. If anything, I'd say I prefer the peace and quiet of a graveyard to the hustle and bustle of urban life.
Paimon sort of gets it now. But even so, she's still pretty sure she could never get used to living in a graveyard herself. For one thing, she'd be too scared to fall asleep at night.
Oh, I assure you, there's no need to worry on that account. The kind of ghosts you find in cemeteries aren't too big on talking. But even when they do, they're usually far more discreet than the living.
Mais c'est rassurant tout ça.
Well, would you look at that? Who'd have thought we'd end up chatting this long? Must have a lot in common, huh? Forgive me, but I must excuse myself, for the time of my appointment draws near. And in terms I'm sure you'll understand, a lanternless Ratnik is like a mapless traveler. A serious conundrum indeed.
Oh, sure. In that case, you go right ahead. We won't keep you any longer.
Not at all. Should the opportunity present itself, I'd gladly continue our conversation another time. You're always welcome to come visit my grave. The grave I stand watch over. Your visit would bring much needed light to that place of final rest.
Right. Well, if we get the chance.
Then allow me to wish you a traditional Ratnik's farewell. See you by the graveside.
Ugh. Jeez. What a weirdo. Not to badmouth him at all. In fact, he seemed pretty cultured, but at the same time, kinda spooky? Must be all that time he spent around graveyards. His lantern? No, not really. You mean, 'cause it was broken? Huh. Guess you've always had a nose for stuff like this. If you're worried, you can always ask him the next time we cross paths. Hey, don't you start spouting all that weird stuff too.
C'est un peu glauque, mais bon. Moi je l'aime bien, je sais pas. Bon, je pense qu'on va s'arrêter là pour le live. Il est déjà presque 18h. Je pense que ouais, on va arrêter là. Du coup. Alors, on a fini du coup. On a fini Natlan, histoire. Et la prochaine fois, on débutera sur Khaenri'ah ou Khaenri'ah, ça dépend comment ils veulent l'appeler. Et en tout cas, je vous remercie d'avoir regardé ce live. Et je vous dis à la prochaine fois. Bye bye. À plus.